Welcome student, I am Dr. Sujata Gadak. Today we are discussing about problem number 6 of topic number 8, analysis of financial statements. We can see here problem number 6. The following are the summarized profit and loss account and balance sheet of Jai Corporation Limited, Jamner. In this problem, given information about profit and loss account for the year ended on 31st March 2016 and also given information about balance sheet as on 31st March 2015. After that, given additional information which is calculate gross profit ratio, net profit ratio, operating profit ratio, operating ratio, return on capital employed, net profit to fixed asset, stock turnover ratio, debtors turnover ratio, creditors turnover ratio, sales to working capital, sales to fixed asset, sales to capital employed, return on total resources and turnover to total asset. Let's start with gross profit ratio. What is the formula of this gross profit ratio? Gross profit ratio is equal to gross profit upon sales multiplied by 100. When we observe our profit and loss account, we are getting amount of gross profit is 4,40,000 and sales amount is 9,50,000. So we put up this amount into formula 4,40,000 upon sales amount 9,50,000 multiplied by 100. When we calculate this equation, we are getting amount 46.31%. And then number second ratio is net profit ratio. Net profit ratio. Net profit ratio formula. Net profit upon sales multiplied by 100. In this problem, given net profit amount is 2,60,000. So we put a value 2,60,000, and after that we have sales amount 9,50,000 multiplied by 100. When we calculate this calculation, we are getting answer 27.36%. Then next, operating profit ratio. Formula of operating profit ratio. Operating profit ratio is equal to operating profit upon sales multiplied by 100. Operating profit, when we observe profit and loss account, we get net profit amount 2,60,000. Then non-operating expenses amount is 40,000. When we submit this amount, we getting answer total amount of 3 lakh rupees. And when we minus non-operating income into this amount 60,000, we are getting amount of operating profit is 2,40,000. We have also sales amount 9,50,000 multiplied by 100. When we calculate this equation, we are getting amount 25%, 25.26%. This is the operating profit ratio. Then next is operating ratio. Operating ratio is equal to cost of goods sold plus operating expenses upon sales multiplied by 100. Cost of goods sold, when we minus gross profit into sales, we are getting amount of cost of goods sold. In this problem, total amount of sales is 9,50,000 and after that gross profit amount is 4,40,000. When we minus this gross profit 4,40,000 into 9,50,000, we are getting amount of cost of goods sold amount is 5,10,000, and then plus operating expenses. In the profit and loss account, given operating expenses amount is 2 lakh rupees. So we put up value of operating expenses into formula 2 lakh rupees, and sales, we have amount of sales 9,50,000 multiplied by 100, that means 7,10,000 upon 9,50,000 multiplied by 100. When we calculate this calculation, we are getting answer 74.74%. This is the operating ratio amount we are getting here. Then next one is return on capital employed. Return on capital employed. Return on capital employed formula is net profit upon capital employed multiplied by 100. In this problem, given total net profit amount is 2,60,000 upon capital employed, that means share capital, reserve and profit and loss account we are consider always for capital employed. So capital amount is 2 lakh rupees, reserve amount also 2 lakh rupees, and profit and loss account 60,000. That means capital employed amount is 4,60,000 multiplied by 100. 2,60,000 upon 4,60,000 multiplied by 100. When we calculate this equation, we are getting amount 56.52%. Then net profit to fixed asset. Net profit to fixed assets is equal to net profit upon fixed asset multiplied by 100. Okay, so net profit given in this problem 2,60,000. We put up value of net profit, and then fixed asset, only two fixed asset available in this problem. Land and building amount 1,50,000, and then plant and machinery amount is 1,80,000. That means 3,30,000. This is the total amount of fixed asset multiplied by 100. 78.78% we are getting answer when we calculate this equation. Next, stock turnover ratio. Next calculation or ratio is stock turnover ratio. Stock turnover ratio formula: cost of goods sold upon cost of goods sold upon average stock. Okay, so cost of goods sold, that means we minus gross profit into sales, we are getting amount cost of goods sold. Total sales amount is 9,50,000 and we minus into sales gross profit amount is 4,40,000. We are getting cost of goods sold amount is 5,10,000. And after that, average stock, that means opening stock plus closing stock upon 2. Opening stock amount 99,500 and then closing stock amount 1,50,000 upon 2. We getting answer 1,24,750. When we calculate this equation, 5,10,000 upon 1,24,750, we are getting answer 6.33. Okay, this is a debtors turnover ratio. Then next, capital turnover ratio or creditors turnover ratio. You can see here, we are calculate here creditors turnover ratio. Creditors turnover ratio is equal to credit purchase upon average creditors plus average bills payable. Okay, this is the formula of credit turnover ratio. So we put a value credit purchase. In this problem given only purchase amount, we assume that this all amount of purchase is credit purchase. So 5,45,000, this is the amount of credit purchase. Average creditors amount in this problem given other current liabilities, total amount is 90,000. That means bills payable is 40,000. When we minus other current liability amount 90,000 into bills payable 40,000, we are getting creditors amount is 50,000. Then bills payable 40,000, that means 4,45,000 upon 90,000 is equal to 6.05 times. Okay, then debtors turnover ratio. Debtors turnover ratio is equal to credit sales upon average debtors plus average bills receivables. Credit sales, in this problem only given sales amount, so we consider this sales is total. Credit sales 9,50,000, we consider this amount as a credit sales, and average debtors total amount is 45,000 plus bills receivable amount is 1,05,000. Okay, so next equation is 9,50,000 upon 1,30,000, we are getting answer 6.33 times. Okay, this is a debtors turnover ratio. Debtors turnover ratio, creditors turnover ratio we studied here or we are discussed here. After that, sales to working capital. Sales to working capital. Okay, sales to working capital, that means Sales upon working capital. Sales amount is 9,50,000 and working capital, that means total current asset minus current liability. When we observe asset side, we have stock in trade amount 50,000, debtors amount 45,000, cash at bank 60,000, and then bills receivable amount is 1,05,000. That means total current asset amount is 2,60,000. Okay, working capital is equal to current asset minus current liabilities. Current asset total amount is 2,60,000 and current liability, only two current liability available in this problem. Other current liability amount is 90,000 and bills payable amount is 40,000. That means 1,30,000 amount is current liabilities. When we minus this current asset minus current liabilities, we are getting working capital amount is 1,30,000. So we put up value into formula of working capital, amount is 1,30,000, and when we calculate this 9,50,000 upon 1,30,000, we are getting answer 7.6 times. In another language we can say 7.6:1. This is a sales to working capital ratio. Then next is sales to fixed asset. Okay, sales to fixed assets. Sales to fixed asset, that means sales upon fixed asset. We have sales amount 9,50,000 and fixed asset, only two fixed asset available in this problem, land and building 1,50,000 and plant and machinery 1,80,000. Total amount of fixed asset is 3,30,000. That means 9,50,000 upon 3,30,000. When we solve this equation, we are getting amount 2.87 times, or another language 2.87:1. This is a ratio of sales to fixed asset. Okay, then next one, sales to capital employed. Sales to capital employed, that means sales upon capital employed. Capital employed, we have to sales amount is 9,50,000 and then capital employed amount, that means share capital amount 2 lakh, reserve amount 2 lakh rupees, and profit and loss account amount is 60,000. That means total capital employed is 4,60,000. Okay, 4,60,000. When we solve this equation, 9,50,000 upon 4,60,000, we are getting answer 2.06 times. Okay, then next, return on total resources. Return on total resources. Okay, return on total resources is equal to net profit upon total assets multiplied by 100. Net profit amount is 2,60,000 and total asset amount is 5,90,000 multiplied by 100, that means we are getting answer 44.06%. This is the return on total resources. Then last one is turnover to total asset. Turnover to total asset. Turnover to total assets is equal to sales upon total assets. Okay, so we have sales total amount 9,50,000 and total asset amount is 5,90,000. 5,90,000. When we calculate this calculation, 9,50,000 upon 5,90,000, we are getting answer 1.61 times, that means 1.61:1. This is the ratio of turnover to total asset. Thank you very much.